Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today, try to guess what I do in Ante 1. As always, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go gold stake ghost deck. Alright, first boss -1 hand size, there is an investment tag, so probably we take it, but you already knew I was going to do that. Alright, here 3 diamonds, also 2 pair, queens and threes. So when we're playing the small blind, you only need 1 5-card hand to win, either a straight or a flush that gets you close enough to 300 that even if you don't one-shot, you can follow it up with a pair. To get 450, it's a little bit harder. So you play a 5-card hand, and then you still need another, could be 2 5-card hands, doesn't have to be, but it could be 3 of a kind. 5-card hand plus 3 of a kind, that works. Could be a 5-card hand plus some sequence of pairs. Could be a pair, could be 2 pair, but you need 3 or 4 pairs, depending on how big the pairs are. So sometimes what we do in the big blind is, instead of going for the 5-card hand directly, if I start with 4 diamonds, we can discard and then we can get the missing diamond. If we start with only 3 diamonds, then we are further away from having the flush. So what we can do instead, because I have 2 pair, I can play 2 pair. I know in the future I will want to play 2 pair, so I might as well play the 2 pair first. Could be 2 pair queens and threes, and then if I'm throwing away 2 diamonds, throw away another diamond. So we're throwing away the diamonds, and then maybe get hearts, maybe get clubs, could be spades also. And we do get the hearts flush. That's just like we drew it up. 9s and 6s. Looks like we would not have had a spade flush, would not have had a clubs flush. But we get the 2 pair. And we still have leftover discards. Alright, maybe we could have gotten the 5-card hand and could have won in 2 hands, but spending an extra hand there is maybe not the worst. Okay, now what am I going to do? Jolly Joker is probably it. Probably you take Jolly Joker and then you hex it. Do we open the buffoon pack first? Do we open the buffoon pack at all? I guess buffoon pack first. Since we have the investment tag, this is not what I want. So Droll Joker, no, and then Jolly Joker, we can hex it. Sure. Plus 8 molt is not very strong, but is good enough for the early game. Because we have the investment tag, we can open the buffoon pack there. If I didn't have the investment tag, I would take Jolly Joker and hex it without opening the buffoon pack and not take any risk there. Alright, but now I could play a pair of jacks. I could dig for 2 pair. Could be jacks and aces, or maybe jacks and queens, that'll work. I think the pair would have been a little bit low, but then 2 pair works. Alright, now we got 37 bucks. Could be Scary Face as a rental, but maybe we demonstrated that we don't need it. Could be helpful against the boss, though. Could be you make a rock instead. It's pretty good with Jolly Joker. For sure, I want the Mega Arcana pack. I want the money, potentially. No money, but we could go make some lucky faces and then follow up with a gold. Maybe let's go gold queen first and then lucky faces. I think it's going to be no on the rental. I don't want to pay the rental fee, but then I have money left over. We could take a standard pack. This sucks. Go next. Alright, so here, 2 pair we know doesn't win. Full house would win in 1, but let's just play 2 pair and then follow up with another 2 pair. So the next hand wins. I could play a pair of 10s. I could dig for a gold card. Maybe. No gold card. Alright, play the pair of 10s. This doesn't win. Okay, fine. So in the next round, if we play the pair, it's worth 450. If we play 2 pair, it's worth 900. Pyro, 2 spectral packs. I think I want spectral pack for sure. Could be cryptid to make more jacks. Could be aura. Could be grim, gives me more aces. Could be fancy aces. I think I go purple 9. Just take the value generator here. Then go spectral pack again. And then blue seal probably. Could be a blue seal queen, I guess. Do we want the Hierophant? The Hierophant helps against the boss. 2 bonus cards as part of a pair, I think would one-shot the boss. I'm gonna save my money. Okay. We could do 5s and 4s as a full house. Probably not 1500. But then now a pair of 9s wins. So maybe we get the lucky kings. I could play these kings. Get the plus 20. Okay. 33 bucks. So could be another blue seal. Could be, maybe you're supposed to go Arcana first. Temperance is only 4 bucks. We could make a rock. We could go make a glass card. Is the glass card worth 4 bucks? Probably. Yeah, let's do that. And then I don't have enough money for a jumbo standard pack. Let's just go next. All right, I can get 1,000 points with the jacks probably. Discard the 9. Hierophant works, okay. So if I go bonus jacks, is that enough to where I can do the blue seal here also? I also have a glass king. So let's do this. Let's go bonus jacks and let's go blue glass card. This should be fine. And then I can copy the glass card. Alright, so Mercury here is fine. The last thing we did was Justice. Now that we have level 2 pairs, we maybe don't need a Chips Joker. We can take a Spectral Pack here. No Wraith. Could be familiar for more face cards. Could be a purple 9 again. Could be purple Jack. Let's go purple 9. And then no Celestial Pack. We just go next. And we're chilling, maybe. If I play 4 of a kind 3s, does that win? Maybe instead of 4 3s, let's play 3 3s. Sure. Alright, I could discard purple. For an Emperor, gives me Justice and Empress. So let's play this pair of 8s. Okay. If I can avoid playing a lot of hands, I should avoid playing a lot of hands, but I do want to get my purple seal value. I want to try to dig for my blue seals. So it's okay if we play a few extra hands. It's okay if we play a lot extra hands. The straight doesn't work because we have Jolly Joker. I don't need the moon. I could play, instead of pair, I could play 2 pair. Could play a full house. This doesn't win. And then the pair does. So could be some Molt Queens, but then we play the lucky ones instead. Never lucky. Boss has no discards. So I am looking for a source of chips here, maybe. Could be Cola. Buffoon pack, Arcana pack. Let's go Arcana first, in case we get Hermie. Should have taken the Hungman there, but there's Hermie. Okay. Then Buffoon pack. So Abstract is pretty good for what we're trying to do. Do I want to spend $3 on a reroll? Maybe not. With Abstract Joker, we should be fine. Should be fine. Alright, pair of fives is probably a little bit too weak. So we can discard the fives. Maybe. Could be a pair of aces. Pair of aces is 1,000. So now if I follow up pair of queens. Okay. Could be the jacks. If we play the jacks, do the jacks win? Are the jacks too powerful because of the bonus cards? Probably. So we discard now, looking for the blue seal. Got a second blue seal. So 9 and 4, we can hang them. The queen is the moon is unnecessary. Play the bonus jacks. Okay. And then now that we got 2 more levels, we should be able to beat the boss. Yeah, without a chips joker now, should be fine. Could be Northern Lion, could be a bean. Sure. Buffoon pack, could be Steven, seems not super important. Maybe this Celestial pack, also not super important. Go next. Alright, so we got the bean value. My pair is gonna be better than my full house, probably. So let's start with the 8s, throwing away the odd cards. Okay. Pair of kings, that should win. Yes. Okay. Alright, use the Mercury cards. That's it. This boss... Oh. Could have had Constellation. Whoops. This boss says diamonds are debuffed. Nothing worth skipping for. Diamonds, I guess that's my one blue seal, king of diamonds. That's okay. So, Constellation instead of Steven. We could go Buffoon pack first. Could be an acrobat. Do we need an acrobat? Probably not, so I won't. Just keep the bean for the blue seal value. Take a celestial pack for a constellation value. And go next. Alright, so I can start by discarding purple. Get Hermie. Discard purple again. That's my second purple seal. That's all we got. Okay. Judgment we don't need. I don't want to play too many hands necessarily, but we could dig for a gold card or the blue seal. The next pair wins. How about a pair of jacks? Alright, so it's 45 for a pair. We beat the boss in 4 pairs, no problem. Use the Mercury cards. Alright, because we have the rental, I might not reroll too much. Golden ticket doesn't work for us. Could be Buffoon pack here. Could be a boot instead of the abstract joker. I mean, that's fine, but I kind of want to reroll for the constellation. I think I don't need the boot. If we can do it without the boot, I think I don't want to take the boot. Alright. I could take a glass 9, maybe. Could be useful in the future. $3, we can go one more. There's a blue seal. Alright. Now what? So... start with a pair of 2s, which we know doesn't win. The next pair looks like it does win. I could play high card. I want to get purple seal value. Let's discard first. So there's a purple seal that I could discard. I could play high card ace here, maybe. Where do I want to put my other blue seal? Probably on the gold card. What happens if we go high card ace? Okay, then it doesn't score any points. We get 2 purples. Okay, so The blue seal, I could put it on a jack, I guess. Though obviously putting on the gold card would be better. Temperance, sure. Priestess. Alright, I think I have 2 blue seals, 1 gold card. We should probably play high card here to dig. Bummer. Bummer. Alright, so now we're up to 9,000 per pair. Okay. Mercury, and then... Brainstorm? Nah. Could be a photograph. Photograph is currently a +10, though it gets better rapidly. Probably we can drop the bean and take the photograph if we want to do that. Could be a trading card. So... I think we could do it. Take a trading card. Take a celestial pack. There's Mercury. Okay. So don't need this abstract joker anymore. And we go one more. For the constellation, I could take the Hierophant. Most of my face cards are already enhanced. But I guess there's no penalty to taking it. We go one more. Wraith, no. Let's save our money and go next. Alright, so my diamonds are debuffed. We can snap off of 2. I could play the kings. If we hit the +20, this wins. Is maybe something that I'm concerned about. Maybe I want to discard more. If we don't hit the +20, then we could be in trouble, so I guess we play it. Alright, next pair wins. Pair of queens wins. I can play high card ace. There's purple that I can discard. One more blue seal in the deck. There's a hung man, so 8 and 4 we can hang them. Play the pair of queens. That's it. Okay. Then there's an Arcana pack. We check a standard pack for, could be a gold seal king, maybe? Boss says face cards face down. Take the extra hand size. Before we go Arcana, we can go one more. Driver's license is perishable. Let's go one more. Probably no ancient joker. How about, could be a glass jack is good with the photograph. Make a glass jack. That's it. Alright, I could snap off a 2. I could play a pair of 7s, which we know doesn't win. Okay. I can discard purple here. I could play high card. We know if I play the pair of queens wins. Let's discard the purple seal. For justice. So another blue seal I can turn into glass. And then I'm looking for one more queen. So I don't have to play the gold card. I don't really want to play the glass jack, so let's throw away the glass jack. And I can play this pair of queens. Played a few extra hands, but we get to save the glass cards. Cool. 17 on Northern Lion. I forgot what the boss is already. The boss says face cards face down. Alright, so don't need the reroll here. Standard pack. Nope. Go one more. Take it. And then celestial pack. Alright, we're actually running out of money because of the rental. So let's go next. Alright, we can snap off a 7. I could start removing aces. Maybe. Snap off the 7. I got a lot of glass cards I want to get rid of. So maybe drop the purple seal here. We have a Fool for Uranus. That's not exactly what we want to be doing. So play the Jack as a high card. I could play the Gold Queen here. The Fool, I'll just use it for constellation value, I guess. That's it. Maybe could have played high card one more time. Alright, Mercury. And then, don't need halvesies, don't need stencil. Could be a celestial pack. For Mars, getting closer to be able to play 4 of a kind. Though my pair levels are pretty high. Could be another glass card and then go next. Alright, face cards face down. We can snap off a 2. We can play a pair of 5s. Then the pair of 10s wins. Can I figure out what cards we have? The spade we could discard. So if I sort by rank here, I could discard the spade. Temperance gives me 30 bucks. Ah, man, we could have had Fool and Temperance. Bummer. I think this pair of 10s wins. Couple of blue seals, that makes sense. I'm not going to use the planet cards yet in case there's an Arcana pack. No Arcana pack means no Fool. Could take a splash here. This boss play only one type of hand. Okay. Okay. Standard pack. Could get a glass 6. Could get a purple ace. Probably don't need the purple anymore if we got all these blue seals. Though maybe if you do have the trading card, then the purple seal is a little bit more valuable. Let's get the wetness. And go... We have 2 rentals now, but we can go 1. Go next. Alright, so snap off a 4. I can play a pair of 10s and splash in the queen. Maybe? Is that too much? That might be too much. Maybe splash in a jack instead. Yep, that's too much. Oh well. At least we got the blue seal value. Okay, so maybe we can get another trading card. That'd be cool. Flash card here is unnecessary because we have the photograph. Boss says play only one type of hand, so let's go one more. Incantation, no. Swashbuckler, because we have the egg, is also unnecessary because we already have, like I said, the photograph. Go one more. Grim could be interesting. Some fancy aces to splash in. I don't think I want to reroll more than twice. We get another blue seal. Could get some lucky cards, or we can hang them. Maybe 5 and 3 we can hang them. Go next. Alright, so I could discard purple. If I play the pair probably wins. Let's discard the purple. There's a hung man, so maybe 8 and 7 we can hang them. Play the kings, discard the jacks. Play the kings, splash in some bonus cards, or nah. Do something like that. Okay, we get to play another one, so we could play an ace and splash in a jack. 3 blue seals. Cool. Okay. Do we want to go back in time? Probably not. If we're gonna be playing pairs. Maybe. Well, I guess I'm not necessarily trying to play a lot of pairs. I can play very interesting, very powerful glass pairs. So maybe we do go back in time. What's in the buffoon pack? Could be a bean. Could be... Standard pack gives me a red steel card. I don't need a foil queen, though that is also something that we can splash in. Maybe no foil. Alright. Go one more. Could be ramen is pretty strong. Maybe you take ramen instead of the bean. That sounds less fun. Go next. Alright, we went back in time. So the scoring requirements are lower. So discard glass. And discard purple. Temperance is 40. We use it now. Alright, so I could play aces, I can splash in a king. Maybe? That's it. Mercury, let's not use yet in case there's an Arcana pack. No Arcana pack, though we do get extra hand size. This boss, no repeat hand types. Bummer. Oh, I should have used the planet cards first. We don't have a telescope. We can go buffoon pack here. Or not a smiley face. Could go bus. No, go one more. Empress is not necessary, though it is splashable. That's kind of fun. Go one more. Go next. Alright, how about two, could be molt aces. Any hand we play wins, unless we do maybe high card doesn't win. Then maybe high card again. King, queen, 10, 6, that doesn't win. And then we could discard the purple ones. So there's purple, there's glass cards I want to discard. Probably we play the two lucky kings. 5 and 4, we can hang them. We can discard one more time. So there's kings. I don't need these jacks. I don't need this many blue seals, right? Play the kings. That's it. Splash in maybe a molt card. Okay, we got 2 Mercury cards. Okay, Venus, Saturn, let's go Arcana. We could reroll first, maybe. There's Priestess. I guess you could make some lucky cards if you were feeling lucky. Alright, I'm gonna go one more before we open the other Arcana pack. Could be an Emperor. Then Death card if we want to make another Steel card. Or it could be another Glass card. I guess Steel makes sense. So Emperor first. Hermes okay. I can save a Chariot. I could use a Chariot on the blue seals, but maybe glass is fine. Maybe I go Chariot here on a king. Turn a 3 into a 9. Alright, we got money, so we go one more. Make a gold card. Oh, Ancient Joker is pretty splashable. Maybe should have done that. Okay, so Steel card we should throw away. Right? So that's high card we could play. Looking for those purples. So let's throw away the ace. And then, okay, so I don't need these 9s. I don't get any purples. I can throw away glass jack. Blue jack we can turn into gold. There's 2 kings, a queen, and a 9. That's it. Couple of steel cards in hand. Okay. Did we just use... We used the devil, so Mercury we should use. 2 more rounds on the bean, could be a blackboard. I don't have that many spades and clubs, so maybe we won't do the blackboard. Could be a glass ace of hearts. Go one more. Alright, so Neptune, there's another blue seal. Huh. Alright, and a chariot. So, I don't know. Could be a 10 if you want. Make a Zoolander. Doesn't really matter, right? Alright. Boss says no repeats. So, we can start with high card. Foil gives us a lot of chips. So, that's actually a decent amount of points. If I try to play high card again, it doesn't work. Is there 2 pair that I can muster? Maybe not. So I don't need the queen. I don't need the world. I guess I'll just play high card to throw it away. Did not get purple, that's okay. Discard the 10, discard the queen. Kings, flashing in a jack. There we go. Too bad no crystal ball. Alright, 4-7 on the constellation, now up to 4-9. This boss, first hand face down. There is a negative tag. We could skip for 2 negatives. We would miss out on some blue seal value, but could be kind of fun, I guess. Standard pack, probably not super important. But I could take a glass queen. I could take a steel 9. I think between the 2 of those, maybe we take a glass queen. Alright, could be priestess. For the constellation value, could be we make another glass card. I kind of want to have all different flavors of glass cards, so maybe we go glass 5, maybe. And then go next. So 2 negatives. Sure, why not? This boss says first hand face down. So throw away the high card. Could be high card king with the gold seal and then discard purples. So discard 2 purples. I don't need the glass ones. And we get a chariot. Okay, so I don't need the aces. I can play the kings. How about ace and jack? We could probably hang them if we want to. And make a steel jack. There you go. Not enough. Oh, forgot to sell the bean. Oh well. Lustful Joker on hearts. We get a magician. Do we want a magician? Maybe. Go one more. Wily Joker? Bummer. Alright, smiley face, no. Standard pack. Don't need a bonus jack. Don't need a gold seal 3. This late? Go next. First hand face down. All of them? Face down? Alright, discard all those. Discard all of these. There could be some blue seals under there. Doesn't feel super important to me. I want to not break the glass, or maybe I do want to break the glass. I want to draw my blue seals, one more blue seal. Maybe I already discarded a blue seal. Alright, how about some lucky sixes as a pair? And then we can splash in the queen. 2 steel cards, that should be enough. One blue seal, bummer. Alright, erosion's 36, there's a telescope. This boss says shuffle me Jimbos. Go Arcana first, looking for temperance. No temperance, but we get priestess. We will be selling the egg soon, probably. Let's go no standard pack here, so we can save our money for interest. Could be Queen High. Save the glass cards for discarding. Okay, so here's a bunch of glass cards that we want to be able to discard. Maybe I don't need to keep the 9. I can play these lucky cards. Didn't get the purple seal. Bummer. Alright, I can play 2 10s. I can splash in a king. Because we have Lustful Joker, we can put the hearts in the front, and then we can splash the king on the end. That's synergy. Okay. Burnt Joker? Too late for Burnt Joker. There is a Buffoon pack. So, could take the Bonkler here for plus 67. Seems not necessary. Celestial pack. Could take Telescope for the guaranteed. Mercury, I think maybe is not worth the money necessarily. Doesn't matter, right? Just go next. Alright, so king, queen. As much as we can, we want to play high card. Though plus 20 there is a little bit dangerous. Okay. I can play this high card. I could discard the purple first. Power doesn't matter. I can play king high. Yeah, that one's a bit much. Alright, so I can discard all of this stuff. I don't need this many blue seals. Maybe I should have kept the lucky card. I could go stone, and I could go stone, gold seal. I don't have to do anything into stone if I don't want to. Alright, so there's a pair of kings. Couple steel cards. Cool. Alright. So, Jupiter, yes. Celestial pack, fine. Could be Earth here, could be Jupiter. Now I'm looking for Temperance. Could be a burger. If we do the burger, I'm not going to be able to discard my glass cards. Could be hack. I have a glass 5. Could be. Priestess. Looking for temperance. No temperance, but we get a death card. I could make another glass 5. I could make another... Yeah, probably glass 5. Okay. Go one more. Erosion 36. There's a wheel. And sell the egg. Alright. No showman. No nanner. Walkie-talkie is splashable, maybe? is also hackable with 4s. Could be Onyx Agate, could be Splashing in Clubs. Fool for a wheel. That could have been a death card, huh? Foiled again. Well, go next. Shuffle me Jimbos. 6-5 on the Constellation. Okay. So we got the glass 5. We have a purple that we can discard. Maybe. I kind of want to play high card first. Already the high card is kind of strong. So I can discard the rock. We get a chariot. So currently looking like a pair of 5s. Could be a pair of queens instead. Yeah. So what happens if I do this? Alright. We get a seal jack. So pair the queens, splash the 5 and the 6 and the 9. I can turn the king into a glass card if we want. Or sorry, into a steel card if we want. Use the priestess here. Didn't get my red seals. Alright, so we want to go holographic first, and then we go hearts next. We go 9 and 5, the order doesn't matter. So maybe something like that, and then the photograph will hit the queen. Like that. Hack the 5. Alright. 100 million points. With these jokers. 6-7 on the Constellation. 2 more planet cards, so we get a nice amount of molt on the Constellation. Level 40 pairs, or I guess it was slightly less than level 40 before that round ended. We did level up a bunch of other stuff. So you can see here, you can see the influence. These are the levels that we got from shopping. These are the levels that we got from the blue seals specifically. So, you know, maybe the highest level hand we have is level 7 2 pairs. That's 6 planet cards. So this is like 5 to 7 times as much. 5 times 7 is 35. Right? And then 6 times 7 is 42. So like 6 times as many planet cards because of the blue seals. Probably not overpowered, right? Okay, so the 2 most important things about this run, the opener, the big blind. We said, okay, if you are playing the small blind, usually we go straight for the 5-card hand. Against the big blind, you need 5-card hand plus some other stuff. Some other stuff could be another 5-card hand, it could be a 3 of a kind, it could be some combination of pairs. Knowing that I need some combination of pairs in order to reach the 450, you can start with the pairs and finish with the 5-card hand. So maybe if you draw a hand and it's not very close to being a flush, it's not very close to being a straight, you can play 2 pair first. If you have 2 pair, if the cards are high enough. If you have 2 pair 5s and 3s, you just discard them. But if we have queens and something else, then maybe that's high enough that it's worth playing the 2 pair first, follow up with the flush, and then end with a pair or 2 pair or something like that. And then also we had Jolly Joker, so very early on. Okay, for shop, do you commit to taking Eternal Jolly Joker? I think it is good enough. Obviously, Eternal Abstract Joker would be better. Eternal Mystic Summit would be okay. But Jolly Joker is good enough with 8 molt. Especially, you know, those first couple rounds with the Polychrome, because we are playing on the Ghost deck. On the Ghost deck, it doesn't matter what Joker you pick, you'll be able to make it Polychrome. But if I've got Polychrome Jolly Joker, that's good enough for the first 6 rounds. Maybe even 7 rounds. If you find at least 1 pair level sometime in the first 7 rounds or something like that. So taking Jolly Joker means I don't need anything else. I can be a little bit pickier. I can choose to not open a Buffoon pack and just save my money for interest. I can choose not to open celestial packs or not take rentals and that kind of stuff. Like there was a rental Scary Face. We said we don't need that because we already have Jolly Joker, the Molt Joker. We did end up taking that first Buffoon pack. I think if we didn't have the investment tag, you don't take the Buffoon pack because Jolly Joker is already enough. But because we had the investment tag, we said, okay, I have this money in the future. I can subtract from that. I can spend from that to buy the Buffoon pack in the first shop. And then also kind of a showcase of one of, not my absolute favorite Joker, but one of my favorite Jokers. I just like getting wet. Take care, everyone.